Welcome to another Azeroth Archives video. It's been a few weeks since I've done one, and I've gained quite a few new subscribers since then, mostly from my mount guide videos, but that's not the only thing I do on my channel, so I wanted to take a second to give a little recap of what this series is in case you're just checking it out for the first time. In my Azeroth Archives series, I find in-game World of Warcraft books, show you all the locations they can be found in, and then read the book to you. I started this a few months back and I've been covering the books one by one in order using a website that has the books broken down into different chapter sections. I'm actually super excited because we are almost finished with Chapter 1, Mythos. Just 2 more to go. If you want to check out the series so far, I'll put a link to the playlist somewhere on the video and also in the description. With all that out of the way, let's get into today's video where we'll be checking out the 10th in-game WoW book, Exile of the High Elves. This book can be found in the following locations. Location number 1, Ratchet in the Barrens. Nearby to the inn, there is a small blacksmith building. Head inside and you'll find the book up the stairs on the balcony. Location number 2, the Apothecarium in the Undercity. You'll find this book nearby to the Inscription trainer and vendor on a crate. Location number 3, the Cenarion Enclave in Darnassus. Across from where the Night Saber mount vendor is, you'll see a big tree with a doorway into this tunnel. Make your way down the spiral and at the very bottom in the back is a small table with a sword and the book. Location number 4, the Scholomance dungeon in Classic WoW. When you go inside, just jump off the ledge and you'll land in the room where it's located. It's over on the ledge nearby to this iron gate door and all the candles in the corner. Location number 5, Dalaran, the Broken Isles Legion version. Nearby to the bank on the left is a shop called the Millitant Mystic. The book is located on a pile of big books near the back, and this is a lootable version you can have in your bags for 2 hours. That's all the locations, now let's read the book. Exile of the High Elves. As the centuries passed, the Night Elves' new society grew strong and expanded throughout the budding forests that they came to call Ashenvale. Many of the creatures and species that were abundant before the Great Sundering, such as furbolgs and quillboars, reappeared and flourished in the land. Under the Druids' benevolent leadership, the Night Elves enjoyed an era of unprecedented peace and tranquility under the stars. However, many of the original Highborn survivors grew restless. Like Illidan before them, they fell victim to the withdrawal that came from the loss of their coveted magics. They were tempted to tap the energies of the Well of Eternity and exalt their magical practices. Dath Ramar, the brash, outspoken leader of the Highborn, began to mock the Druids publicly, calling them cowards for refusing to wield the magic that he said was theirs by right. Malfurion and the Druids dismissed Dathramar's arguments and warned the Highborn that any use of magic would be punishable by death. In an insolent and ill-fated attempt to convince the Druids to rescind their law, Dathramar and his followers unleashed a terrible magical storm upon Ashenvale. The Druids could not bring themselves to put so many of their kin to death, so they decided to exile the reckless Highborn from their lands. Dathramar and his followers, glad to be rid of their conservative cousins at last, boarded a number of specially crafted ships and set sail upon the seas. Though none of them knew what awaited them beyond the waters of the raging maelstrom, they were eager to establish their own homeland where they could practice their coveted magics with impunity. The Highborn, or Quel'thalas as Ashara had named them in ages past, would eventually set shore upon the eastern land men would call Lordaeron. They planned to build their own magical kingdom, quel'thalas, and reject the Night Elves' precepts of moon worship and nocturnal activity. Forever after, they would embrace the sun and be known only as the High Elves. Thank you so much for watching and listening. I hope you enjoyed the reading of Exile of the High Elves. If you did and want to see more, make sure to hit the subscribe button, and I'll see you guys next time where we'll be checking out the final book of this chapter, The Sentinels and the Long Vigil.